Good evening from InvestSharp. This is Randy Smoton with your Thursday, June 3rd market update. On the economic front, the monthly ADP report showed private sector jobs increased by 55,000. The weekly jobless claims were slightly higher than expected, coming in at 453,000. Only 450,000 were expected. Quarterly non-farm productivity increased by 2.8%, which was a little light. 3.4% increase was expected, and unit labor costs were in line at minus 1.3%. The weekly EIA petroleum status report showed a drawdown of 900,000 barrels, and gasoline inventories fell by 2.6 million barrels. And crude, of course, went higher today. Nat gas inventories increased by 88 billion cubic feet, which was actually less than expected. A 95 billion cubic feet increase was expected, and nat gas went higher today. On deck for tomorrow is the monthly employment situation report, of course. The non-farm payrolls forecast is 540,000. I figure we're going to have that and more between the census and who knows if there's jobs in there for workers being hired, because of the oil spill there, in the Gulf. So, Louisiana. So we'll see how all that number comes out. I'm guessing it's probably going to be pretty big. Unfortunately, it's a lot of temporary. So, looking here at the dollar, we're near breakout. MACD's not that great, though. We'll see. We may break out higher and then pull back, but I don't know. The MACD's not looking that strong, so we're lower here than we were here, but we'll see how that works out. Not going to go over the point figure chart for West Texas Intermediate crude because we're still stuck between kind of that $75 and say $70 or so. Light sweet crude futures were up another $1.75 today, though, to settle at $74.61 a barrel. Let's take a look at the Dow. If my chart will let me type. There we go. Alrighty. Dow closed up 6 points today to 10,255. S&P closed up 4 points to 1,102. Nasdaq closed up 22 points to 2303, and the Russell closed up 7 points to 667. The Russell had the largest percent gain again today, up 1.04%, and the Dow had the smallest percent gain again today, up 0.06%. Had been pretty volatile today, though. The Dow moved, I think, 125 or so points, or throughout the day, up and down. And of course, volume across the indices were again really light, about 25 to 35% less than average. So keeping to have light volume. Still looking good though. Kind of a neutral day here of buying and selling, not going much of anywhere. SPX looks actually a little better. See right here. And the MACD's looking good. The MACD looks fine. If we retrace here, I've got I'm looking probably something about here. It's about 78.6% retracement eventually. I think we can at least possibly get back over there, up to there, over here in the next couple of weeks. We'll see how that plays out. 60-minute chart on the S&P. Again, MACD looking really strong. We do have this kind of I'll delete this off here. We do have this ascending pattern here on the S&P, or you could look at the SPY, but you've got this ascending triangle, which would give us quite a push higher if and when we break out of that. So it's looking good, and the NASDAQ, of course, is looking good also. And you notice we are at some resistance here, but the MACD's pointing higher, not looking too bad, but we do have some resistance here on the NASDAQ right around this area of the downtrend line. Let's see, gold. Let's look at gold. Gold, little pullback today, zero volume behind it. Silver, sitting on top of the uptrend line again with no volume, pushing it lower, but it still went lower anyway. Copper. Copper's the one I'm a little worried about. And delete these I was looking at earlier. I'm a little worried because sometimes, copper often will lead if it starts going lower. Sometimes it may take the market a week or two later to follow it, but if it breaks down, it could actually, I think the market will follow it and break down behind it. It may take it a week or two later, but I think it will. We'll see if that plays out or not. But no volume though on the sell-off today either, and we do have some support here, but the MACD's kind of rolling over. So the copper ETF JJC looking a little weak today. XLF, financials, man, they're just kind of, stuck here in a little range, not going much of anywhere. FXE, the Euro ETF, still in this channel down. We're still riding this right here, but we're still within this channel down. Not really going much of anywhere here the last couple of days. What else we got? Let's go take a look at the McClellan. So the McClellan, we're at 9.53 now. Still pretty neutral territory, not overbought, not oversold. So McClellan looking fine. We could pretty much go either way. Probably back to headlines will be driving us one way or the other. Let's take a look at the sectors. 12 of the 16 sectors we follow finished in the green today. The internet index had the large percent gain, up 2.3%. Thanks to Google. Google is having a good day. Home construction index was the weakest, down 1.87%. Semi's good. Kind of mixed day. Software is pretty good. Gold miners are getting beat up a little bit again today. A lot of the materials had some issues today. Chart watch. Most of these are pretty much we've been watching. You might want to take though a look at some that are just now coming off the bottom here. It looks like it's possible, this continuation wedge here. Seagate STX, very oversold, and it had, it's got good earnings and a lot of volume starting to come in here. Another one you might take a look at is Western Digital, another continuation wedge. I mean, look at the big pop in volume on earnings. Nothing wrong with Western Digital. These things are cheap. PE wise, they've just really knocked the crap out of them. So I don't know, might be worth a watch if you don't want to buy the ones that are at the highs. OSTK, I like the little triangle. I love triangles. I'm sure you can figure out. I hit pretty much anything a triangle. BBY, BBBY, another triangle. Sorry, Bed Bath & Beyond. Watch this triangle. I like that one. ESRX, when watching this, I love that channel. We're going to have about a 7.5 point move, up or down. So watch for the breakout or breakdown. Set you some alerts. ESRX, so that was it. American Oil and Gas, another triangle. Like it. I like triangles. CERN, we've been watching this triangle. Keep an eye on it. Akamai breaking out today with volume, looking good. CMI broke out of this triangle today, but did not do it on very good volume. So be careful. Be careful of everything here. EOG looking good. I still like this United Rentals. It's just consolidating, not going anywhere, but still looks all right. Waters breaking out higher today, but it did not have any volume behind it either. Omega Health, this is a kind of a longer term triangle. Yum, breaking higher today, did not have volume behind it. Pay, still like this, still holding on pretty well. Deere broke out yesterday, just kind of resting today, looks fine, looks good. SanDisk looks good, resting. St. Mary's, land exploration looking good, higher. Salesforce, huge move today, hope some of you caught it. VMware, huge move higher today, hope some of you caught it. Humana, huge move higher today, same, hope you caught it. DLR, big move, hope you caught it. NetTap, kind of resting, but still looking good. CLNE, Clean Energy, breaking out higher today with volume above that downtrend line that I was telling you to watch yesterday. So it's still worth a watch here and in play. So, of course, the Nat Gas, CHK, flying higher today. Then we've got the UAUAs, some of these airlines looking good. CAL, we got Tech looking good still. Skyworks, some of the energies. WL still strong. UPL, all these. UPL is a huge move again today. It's just great. Look at this. Look at this. This is an incredible move off the bottom. Crazy. Aaron, Aruba Networks breaking out today. Not too late. Keep an eye on it. Basically on any dip. Looks good. We'll go through the rest of these really fast. All these are fine. Not much changes here. We were already watching these. Whoops. Still looks fine. Broadcom, Apple resting today, but still looks fine. This home ends is looking really good. Looks nice. Brunswick, actually it broke out. I thought it was kind of bearish looking, but it's broke out above the downtrend line with a bunch of volume. So actually you could probably go long this one, and just started. Looks all right. ResMed right up against resistance. Might consider short if you're looking for one. ESI, I like it right here short. Especially, and I talked about doing a short vertical call spread above it here for January. Sears, another one I consider shorting. SCVL broke down. Looks like a double top here. So if you're looking for a short, check that one out. Alrighty. Let's go take a look at the current market signals. Follow the point and figure charts for the Dow, NASDAQ, S&P. Dow and NASDAQ are on buys. S&P is on a sell. let's take a quick look at the S&P because it is about to go on a buy signal. If we get out of here. I hate pop-ups, crap. So if we print 1,110, we print the box above this prior column of X's, then we'll go back on a buy. So watch 1,110 on the SPX, and we'll go on a buy signal. All right, that is it for today. Thanks for watching.